Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 111 of Sold with Updike Pugh.
I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and we've got a great show today. We've got two houses. One is going to be on Versailles, the other on Kings Highway. And in the second segment,
we're going to talk about how to use your home with best practices for creating offices and just creating some work environment at home, since it seems like that's what we're all doing now.
Doesn't seem like that's going anywhere, so we thought, you know what, why not do a little research and see what we can dig up, and we hope you'll enjoy it. So, been a busy week for us. It is, the closings are continuing right now, which is nice.
You know, this time of year, it feels like you're trying to keep the wheels on the bus for all of the deals that you have in title.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of new stuff that happens, like you've got a couple of people that you run out and show new listings to, but you know, overall, it's really just kind of, you know, getting to the end of the year, and then come January 2nd, bam, it all starts over.
You know, and we didn't have our Christmas party this year, and I feel like that takes up so much of our time prior to this, and then just not being able to get out and do stuff, it just feels like there's missing.
Yeah.
But then when we look at the numbers, everything is still the same. It's just we're not being drawn in so many different directions now.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
that client appreciation party takes a lot of time to put together, and it is so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's hurt my soul that we can't do that this year.
You know what? We should take and put up some pictures next week on the show of our favorite from past.
Yeah.
How many? We've been doing it for like 6 years, I think.
Yeah.
And we've had people that started with no babies to having 3 babies. So very interesting times. And we've had everything from luau and flamingos to baby goats and jumpers. So it's been a good time.
Yeah, it really has been. So I'm so excited to do that next year.
I am too. I think we're so excited to do so many things.
So many different things.
I'm like, but showings continue.
Yeah.
We have not seen a dip in the listings that we have. Everything keeps plodding along.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. We're just waiting for the...
I was reading in the Dallas Morning News, Steve Brown, who really does a great analysis on our MLS statistics, pointed out that year over year from November 2019 to November 2020, the median house price has gone up 13%. And it's you and I kind of looked at it, we were like, really that much? And so I went to Netra Statistics, and we plotted it. It was $251,000 in November of 2019, and at the end of November it was $289,000.
I think we just don't have as much inventory, and so people are getting top dollar, and we've got those great interest rates out right now. So you see a lot of people that may not have thought that they could afford, but yet can, or they can reach into a different price point.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different ways that, you know, maybe you don't have all the money for the down payment, but there are a lot of ways that we have to kind of work around that issue if that is your issue. So, you know, if you're thinking about buying a home, give us a call. We would love to talk to you about it. Even if it's 6 months down the road, we talk to some people a year before they actually do anything. So just, you know, we'd encourage you to give us a call.
Absolutely. And one of the other things that we've started doing is putting together our spring market, which is surprising that we're already talking about spring 2021, but it is so critical right now to kind of get an idea of what's happening in the neighborhood that you're thinking of buying or selling in, and be ready so that when the right time is there, you can make these decisions. And so we've really started laying groundwork, and I feel like it'll be a really good spring for us.
Yeah, we've lots of, I think we got 5 or 6 pieces of inventory that we are going to be coming on. Probably first 2 weeks of January, and they vary from, you know, $200,000 condos to
What's the one that generate?
Gosh, like 1.4 million listing in out in Lovejoy
On 2
So,
acres,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's really a wide variety of stuff that's coming on. And today is National Llama Day, by the way.
National Llama Day.
National Llama Day.
I was going to bring to the table that Italy is opening in North Park today.
Ironically.
At noon.
Coincidentally, it's National Pastry Day too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
If you haven't been to Italy, I think they're amazing. I went to the one that was in Chicago and I fell in love with it. But I think that is a definite place for lunches.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wait a few weeks maybe.
Well, you actually did research, and they do DoorDash. So if you've got pizza, they will DoorDash
That's
that to
true.
you,
They're starting that tomorrow.
which is super cool. I'm like, so we'll see.
Well, let's jump into our homes.
Yep, the first one is going to be 3529 North Versailles Avenue, and this is a really great area of Dallas. It's West Highland Park adjacent.
Adjacent.
It's the peripheral of that.
Yeah.
A really great area as far as commuting, whether you're going into downtown or you're working in the financial district on McKinney. This is a really great area. Plus, you can get to UT Southwestern if you're going to Med or whatnot. This is just a really easy place to get around in.
And getting access down to the Katy Trail is very easy. I live not very far from here, and I've ridden from my house down to the Katy Trail and then ridden back and forth on it. And it's really a nice ride especially if you ride through the Highland Park area, part of it. But the convenience on this neighborhood is really great because there are casual restaurants. There's a Whataburger 3 lots down. There's a donut shop there that I go to almost every Sunday morning and get kolaches and donuts. So, but there are some really good fine restaurants right there in the neighborhood as well.
And the other thing too, you've got Whole Foods right there. You got Kroger Signature in the area. So there's a lot in this area that makes life very, very simple, and it's a good walkable neighborhood as well.
And the home that we're going to talk about today is a really great 2020 brand new construction. It's kind of it's a modern transitional style. I won't say it's fully modern, but it's more modern than the transitional that we see a lot of times. This is the drive-up view. You've got this real pretty tree in the front and big, wide open windows and really a big open floor plan.
So many of the developers, architects, designers are going for these double metal doors with the glass, and they've carried that through with the additional windows to make them match. So it really allows, as you can see here, they kept it bright, but it allows for a nice natural light. The white oak floors that you're going to see throughout this house carried throughout and just kind of frame this really easy living space.
And electric fireplace there in the living room, so you still get the benefit of a little bit of heat, a little bit of the ambiance that comes with that. And this is one of those homes that has that very popular open floor plan where the kitchen opens up to the dining room.
And so one of the other things that they've done is created a distinct space that's the office. And I believe that this office is going to be right around a 13 by 13, which is a good size for most people working from home.
Quartz countertops, really nice appliance package in this. Does come with a refrigerator. Again, the sink is in the island. You got really great space there for entertaining. You have storage below the island, which is just you don't know how much you would miss that until you don't have it.
Absolutely. One of the things that they've also done is they've added 2 windows either side of the vent right there to allow more natural light in there. And they're actually using the tile backsplash right here, and they're going to do it on the grid pattern, and they're going to take it all the way to the ceiling. So it kind of creates this cohesiveness that's really simple because, as you see here, we're in a very open floor plan. And so we want things to be easy and not really hard and striking. And so they've done a really good job of taking all that into consideration, both with the ceiling height, as you can see, that's raised, and just the way that they've used their colors to balance the room so that it does have a very simple flow that so many buyers want today.
Yeah, there's really no unused space. I mean, the dining area is right there just off of the kitchen, and it really fits that size table perfectly. You could even go a little bit longer table if you needed to have an 8-person table as opposed to a 6.
And they've really focused, I feel like, more and more in today's construction in making the master bedrooms large. And this is a 16 by 16. Again, it's a symmetrical window layout here, so the bed just nestles between the two. You have a really strong wall opposite that allows you to put, as you see here on the left-hand side, just the cabinets, or you can do your TV. And then you also have access to the backyard, which is a really great extra for the master bedrooms today.
Really is. And the master bath on this is done just beautifully. The double sink vanity there has that really large oversized tub. There is the big stand-up walk-in shower as well. They've used really quality fixtures and finishings on this home. I really like when they do the full-size mirror over that vanity. I don't know what it is, but that just makes the room always feel so much bigger to me.
It does, and they've also done a really good job with the closets. Large and spacious here as well. One of the things that you're not going to see in these pictures, but they have also put the powder bath in a really good location as well. A lot of times they get them lost, but they've done a great job in putting it. This is upstairs, and this is the game room. And again, we've got no carpet in this entire house. We've got transom windows that you can see there on the left-hand side, and then it opens up and you can look over in the front yard. One of the things that we're not going to get a picture of is the stairway, and the stairway, you can just barely see it right there on the right-hand side. The stairway is enormous, and I really like that wide stairway. I think that so many times developers don't think that's important, but what it does is it really allows homeowners to get in and out, move, and just really not ding those walls when they're moving in.
Yeah, and this is the bathroom upstairs that the bedrooms there share, and it again is done with very neutral patterns. Really, this home is just totally ready to move into. So 3529 North Versailles Avenue, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, brand new construction, a little under 3,000 square feet, offered at $925,000, which is $310 a square foot.
Yep, and if you'd like to see, and we'd like to thank Charlie Cornell for allowing us to feature the home. Amazing home, thank you, Charlie. And if you want more information about this home, if you'll just check in the comments below, you can actually click on it and get a direct link to it, see it on the map, look at all the pictures that are there. And if you'd like more information, let us know, and we'd be happy to make a showing setup for you.
Absolutely. So the next house that we're going to look at today is in the Oak Cliff area. It's in the Kessler Park Conservation District. And I'm sorry, it is in the Kings Highway Conservation District.
You got it.
And I was close, but really a fantastic home. This is built by a company. It's a resale home, but it was built by a company called PSW Homes. Correct. That has developed a really wonderful reputation for being very mindful about the quality of construction, the energy efficiency in it, the all of the bells and whistles in for a lot of buyers that are really, I think, kind of wanting to scale down in square footage or in footprint a bit, but they don't want to give up on amenities.
Yep, and so this is in the, as Jeff was saying, in the conservative of Kings Highway area, but it's a really easy way to get in and out of, because Hampton right there is a little further to the west, get you up into your neighborhood quite easily. And then you've got the Calatrava Bridge now that is an easy commute that gets you into downtown or off of 35, which is really nice. So this is a really good point. We oftentimes have people that need to be on the west side of downtown, and so for work purposes, this is a really great location for them.
It really is, and it is right there by the Stevens Park Golf Course, which is a municipal golf course.
Absolutely.
And, while I'm not a golfer, I have a lot of friends that are, and they tell me that is really one of the best municipal golf courses in the city of Dallas.
It's beautiful. And the other thing, you've got Tom Thumb, which is a grocery store that's nearby. And again, getting to left field is probably a 15-minute drive. And not in the flight path, so it's a really great spot.
So 1654 Kessler Highway is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1 living area. And it's priced at $455,000. Has wonderful walk-up appeal to it. They really, this builder has done a great job in taking lots and having a little bit smaller lots, but creating these really cute cottages.
Yep, they do have that cottage, that feel. This one actually has a front porch and the swing, which again is one of those reminiscent things. Here they've actually taken and used this little space off of the front windows, created a little cutout for seating and plantation shutters as well. So again, we're adding to these elements that add up to a great energy efficient home.
And these have polished concrete floors all the way through the first floor. They've really kept with the prairie style feel and vibe of that neighborhood, with their windows, with their mullions, with everything that they've brought in. But they've still kind of kept with the 2020 buyer demands, which is having the open floor plans from the kitchen to the dining room and into the living room.
And you can see from the last house to this house that open concept that Jeff was talking about, where it's living room, dining room, kitchen, is so popular right now. And I think that it's so important because as we age in houses, what we need in them has changed. And so today we might need this wonderful dining room tables you see here, and later on we might want more space for reading and whatnot. And so they've worked this into design elements as well. They've carried on the shiplap, which Chip and Joanna has made so popular in the island right there. Again, you're seeing the white subway tile backsplash and a gas cooktop, stainless steel appliances, and a dark quartz. And I believe it's black, but I'm not 100% sure if that was a black quartz or not.
And they chose to go with the single bowl undermount sink in this, the heavy duty, nice fixture with the end that comes out with the hose to spray things down as you need. But it's the simplicity, I think, in how they put these homes together really allows people to kind of put their own touches on them.
And it's a little effortless, which is a really great thing. And just giving you extra spaces, like we saw on the front window, you had those little box cutouts that was a seat, and here from the outside you get this little mudroom concept.
And as you come upstairs, you've got the 2 bedrooms and the full bath up here, full-size washer and dryer connections. Really laid out. This is the master bedroom. I said 2 bedroom. This is 3 bedrooms up here. Master bedroom, really still a great size. They've used the barn doors very effectively, and it's very, very inviting.
And I don't think that the pictures are, and I don't know if it's because we're cropping it, but those ceilings are really high in there. And I think that was really great. Again, we're getting natural light from both sides of this. Again, windows in the master bedroom, double vanities. It's just what everybody wants, and it makes sense. So when you walk in, you don't feel like someone's getting gypped in that bathroom. It was a really good walk-in closet as well.
Yeah, and this is the full-size walk-in shower that is ample size. This is one of the ancillary bedrooms in it, and you've got engineered wood floors on this level, and again, just decorated beautifully. And
remember when we walked into that bedroom? It was huge, almost like a double
that's
master.
Right. You're right.
It was almost. I was a little confused for a split second.
And this is the ancillary bath that the other 2 bedrooms both share. But again, they use that neutral tile, the quartz countertop. Whatever your color is, you can see a good example in this photo. Whatever color you want to bring in is the color that's going to pop based on the colors they've chosen.
And the outdoor space on this one is really great because it's a yard, but it's not something that's unmanageable. The other thing is that it's not so encumbered that you couldn't actually foresee having a pool in this one. So the little space there with the see-through fence, that's actually the carport. But what I thought was really interesting is that if you were hosting a party, like a kid's birthday party or your famous llama day, this would be a great place to put the llama and have everybody else walking around. It just kind of works, doesn't it?
It really does. The outdoor space on this leaves so many opportunities for people. So 1654 Kings Highway is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1-car parking space built in 2015, a little over 1,700 square feet, and it's priced at $455, and that is $266 a square foot.
And we want to say thank you so much to Melissa O'Brien for letting us feature your home. It's amazing. And again, information about that home is in the comments below. Please click on that link and you can get more information. If you'd like to see homes that are similar to that in the neighborhood or that one, also let us know and we'd be happy to make that happen.
And we will be right back.
There are lots of ways to keep up with us. Visit and like our Facebook page to watch us live and get updates about future show topics. Also, visit our Instagram account where you can see the latest homes we have for sale. You can also check out our website at updikepugh.com where you can create customized searches of active and sold homes that you may find of interest. If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, visit homeprice.fyi and you can get a price instantly. Just enter your address and a couple of other pieces of information and we will email you a price. If you are on the go and podcasts are better for you, our second segments are available on iTunes and Spotify. Last of all, you can reach out to us by phone or text at 214-377-2223.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the second segment of episode 112 of Sold with Updike Pugh. And today we're going to talk about something that I think a lot of people are having to deal with right now. And it's how do you create your home office? The pandemic we're in right now is not going anywhere. for several months. So, people are going to be forced to stay at home. And I have a feeling that we're going to see this trend, probably not to the extent it is now, but I have a feeling we're going to see this trend of work from home at least a couple days a week continue on for a while.
I agree with you 100%, and I feel like that in households where there's two people working from home, that it becomes even a bigger challenge. And so what we thought was, what would be some of the things that we could customize to make the home office more what we would like, both in the ergonomics and just the design elements of it. And so one of the things that I thought would be interesting is to create your own desk. And so one of the things that I also thought would be that starting with the legs of the desk, if you shop local, this would be a great way to, in today's time, it's so important to support local businesses, but to reach out to any one of these fabricators on Etsy and get them to create the table legs that you want. Now, I've actually used different people on Etsy, and a lot of times you can reach out to them and they can customize the height and the width and the material and fit and finish. So you see here, but you can also usually email them and they can make that work for you, which is really great. And then one of the other things that you and I've used in some of our renovations before is the countertops. And so I thought, well, if we had custom legs, what about butcher blocks? And so we've used the IKEA butcher block before, and it's a really great product. And I don't think that everybody knows about it. We've seen it used in some of the smaller condos as well. And so it works out where you can get a really polished look because of the way that they fit and finish it, and then customize it with your own legs.
And they come in a variety of depths and lengths, and so
Absolutely.
Really make it fit into whatever area you have to work into.
And so one of the last things I thought about you could do for your desk was that the last year, David Lee helped us with setting up our Christmas party. And the coffee bar needed extra space, and David said, I'll take care of everything. Well, he ordered a shelf that attached to it. And I thought it was the most unique thing ever because it gave us extra space. So I was able to find a company, and there's several of them, but they create shelves that you attach to your top of your desk. And this way you can change the height. Now, for me, I think that would be a great thing to put electronics up there. So in case I spill, I don't get anything on those. But it just gives you additional space. There's different colors, sizes, and material that you can use.
Yeah, and I really like that aerial shelf that you found, and I know you actually brought that up at for our office.
I was like, we need one.
So,
I don't know why I thought it was like sliced bread or something.
when we've got keyboards and laptops and everything laying on the desk, and so all it takes is one glass. And,
I know.
Then,
but it just gives you that extra space. I don't know. Maybe it's more clutter. I don't know. But I thought it was a really good idea. And if you like it, we'd love to see what you do.
yeah.
So what are you thinking?
One of the things that I thought was really important is the amount of light that you have to use to work with, and whether that is creating the office space near your windows, or even the possibility of adding windows.
Right.
It is really. I know it sounds like it's a huge deal to cut through like a brick wall and add a window. It's really not. It's not anything that you'd want to well, I've never done this before. Let's try this today. But having a contractor come over and do that for you is really not as big a deal as people think.
And I think that it's so important. Like the picture windows are really great. I think they add like a more modern flair to it. And even like one of the pictures that you found was for sliders. And I think that giving yourself access, maybe to outdoor space, because how many times are people on conference calls?
Yeah.
And they walk, and this is a great way.
Yeah.
Speaking of conference calls, the techie side of this, what do you think would be your next thing for that?
So I think one of the things that has come down in price enough that is worth doing at home is go ahead and go with the dual monitors and all of the hardware to connect all of that. The docking stations and everything have become so much easier to connect, and they're for probably less than $500 you can have a dual monitor situation set up. And it's very, we use them, and it's critical for us because many times we're typing an email in one screen while we've got a contract open in the other, or we're, helping somebody calculate their payments based on whatever terms they have. And the efficiency and the productivity in being able to use dual monitors is really fantastic.
And the other thing too is like so many people are on Zoom calls right now that they need to be able to have the monitor up and have the Zoom call, and at the same time work either on the program that we're talking about or they're talking about, and still keep things going in one screen. And even just the large screens, I don't think quite do it the right way anymore.
Yeah.
So
And so what's your last suggestion?
last suggestion is to go big and just create an outdoor space. And so sometimes they're called she sheds, art studios. And this is just one that we thought would be great. There's a lot of people out there, but this is called Kangaroom Systems. And so they're ones that actually probably are going to require a little more work, but at the end of the day, you're getting square footage. You will have to hire probably someone to come and set it, and it'll probably require a permit. But these are really great extra spaces that can be the room that you need as an office today and can double as a cabana if you put it in a pool later, or it could be just a what do you call it, Airbnb room if you needed it.
It could be, the city of Dallas is grappling right now with the accessory dwelling unit code that was put in place, and that these do fit into it. And, I looked into this for a friend of mine, and as long as you're building something that's under 200 square feet and you're not having utilities attached, you don't have to have a permit.
Did not know that. Well, I have friends in Austin that have this, and they both work from home, and it's a fight to see whoever has conference calls gets that for the
really?
day. So I think you can see the value in having that, and you can fit and finish them as much as you want. And a lot of them come in this modern look that so many people want right now.
Yeah, and these, I think some of these start about $9,000 to $10,000. Now that's a small one, very few bells and whistles on it, but they don't go up dramatically until you start getting into really much bigger ones. So,
And if you really wanted to do it on the skinny, you probably could just go insulate one of those sheds from Home Depot or Lowe's.
tough shed, yeah.
And I think those are like $1,200.
Yeah.
So there are possibilities and there are ways. We're just encouraging everybody, think outside the box, be creative, and enjoy.
So I hope you found this helpful today. Thank you very much for spending your lunch hour with us. We do appreciate your time. And if there's anything that you want more information on, reach out to us.
And just remember, we want to be your realtors for life.